This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events. Looking back to sports headlines and headline makers in High Desert and Mojave River Valley history, Kenyard Edwards Jr. rushes for 313 yards in the Victor Valley College 2021 home opener. Massive Oak Hills lineman Nafoafia Tulafona and Chris Torres head up Bulldogs, highlighted in 2019's preseason preview of Mojave River League and Desert Sky League teams. 4 players drafted by major league teams lead the Daily Press 2015 All-Area Baseball team. 1 is pitching in the Miami Marlins organization. 2 are on their way to USC. Another is an Arizona State commit competing for a spot on the USA Under-18 team. This Granite Hills Cougar will be drafted in 2016 by the New York Yankees. A truly outstanding array of talent named to the Daily Press All-Area Baseball team. R.J. Peace of Serrano led the Diamondbacks to the CIF Championship, finishing his senior season with a .24 ERA with 97 strikeouts in 87 1/3 innings. Peace did not allow an earned run in 22 1/3 innings in the playoffs, covering 3 starts and 1 relief appearance. The 6'2", 180-pound Peace was drafted by the Miami Marlins 5 days after pitching his team to the CIF title. Solomon Bates of Oak Hills posted a 192 earned run average for the Bulldogs. The 6'2" Bates struck out 96 batters in 58 1/3 innings. Solomon Bates withdrew from the Major League draft and will attend the University of Southern Cal. Named to the All-Pac-12 team his junior year, he was drafted by the San Francisco Giants in 2018. Saxon Andros is a first-team All-CIF selection for the Diamondbacks as a junior. The 5'11" Andros won 9 games for Serrano, 4 of those complete game victories, compiling a 1.51 earned run average while striking out 95 in 69 2/3 innings. Southpaw Miles Sandum of Granite Hills is another junior, another 9-game winner, and another first-team All-CIF selection. The 6'3", 220-pound Miles Sandum will be drafted in 2016 by the New York Yankees. The second member of the Daily Press All-Area team bound for USC is catcher Caleb Murphy out of Excelsior. The CIF Division VII Player of the Year, Murphy led the Eagles to the CIF Championship. His .645 batting average was 4th highest in the state, and Murphy was named to the Max Prep Small Schools All-State team. He wound up catching Solomon Bates at USC his junior season. The Daily Press All-Area Utility Player is catcher by trade Alex Spadafora of Serrano. Spadafora threw out 9 of 11 attempted base stealers, allowed 2 passed balls the entire season, and committed but 1 error. The 5'8", 155-pound senior Spadafora hit .384 and led the Diamondbacks with 21 runs driven in. The Oak Hills Bulldogs are the highest-bracketed High Desert high school football team in CIF's annual realignment of playoff divisions. The Bulldogs are in Division 5. Nafoafia Tulafona, 77, and Chris Torres, 76, lead Bulldogs returning standouts. The 6'2", 311-pound Nafoafia Tulafona is an All-MRL first-team selection on both offense and defense. The 6'3", 304-pound Chris Torres, first-team All-MRL on offense. Coach Robert Kistner's Dogs open the season hosting Antelope Valley. Last season, Apple Valley was in CIF Division 5. This year, the Sun Devils join Silverado in Division 6, throwing that in the mix as the Hawks and Sun Devils prepare for their annual season opener against one another. Coach Matt Rohrbaugh has 4 returning all-league starters. Wide receiver Tyron Smith, 13, is a 6'1", 180-pound junior. Tight end Ryan Webster, 17, he's 6'3", 245. He'll be at defensive end as well. On defense, team captain Jeremy Justice at safety. The 6'3", 190-pound senior was a two-way starter, hauling in 19 passes at wide receiver, 4 for touchdowns, plus 1 two-point conversion. On defense, the free safety recorded 97 tackles. Linebacker Sam Jang, 11, is a 6'1", 190-pound outside linebacker. Sam Jang was in on 97 tackles, second highest total for the Mojave River League runners-up. Silverado invades Newton T. Bass Stadium August 23rd. The Hawks return Kason Brooks, 90. The 6', 225-pound defensive end was all Desert Sky League a year ago. The Hawks' 2018 sacks leader, 21 of Kason Brooks' 31 solo tackles were for a loss. The defending DSL champions are under first-year head coach Kieran Jones. Serrano is in CIF Division 7. Coach Casey Mahalchek's Diamondbacks, the third-place team in the 2018 MRL standings, has two-way starter Michael Thacker, 56, returning. Michael Thacker is 6'3", 220 his senior year. The Sultana Sultans and Victor Valley Jackrabbits are in 2019's Division 9. Both teams enter this season under new head coaches, Victor Valley under Jeff Vanover. Joe Scherf has taken over at Sultana. The Sultans opened the year at Kaiser with 6'3", 270-pound quarterback Nathaniel Glass under center. 290-pound Justice Pele, 51, is a returning all-league performer. The Barstow Aztecs and Hesperia Scorpions are in Division 11. Scorpions coach Casey Goodnow has a bye the first week of the season before going to Adelanto August 30th to tangle with the Saints. Speaking of, the highest profile high desert team entering 2019 is Adelanto. The Saints won the Division 13 CIF championship last season. This year, the Saints are realigned in Division 12. Coach Gali Wadud returns key skill position players, including all CIF running back Marshawn Buchanan, who has committed to the Pac-12's Washington State. Marshawn Buchanan led all High Desert running backs his junior season, rushing for over 2,100 yards. Hosea Stokes is all-CIF at wide receiver. Hosea Stokes was the Saints' leading tackler in 2018 as well. Offensive lineman Kevin Hoskins, 53, first team all-CIF on offense. Middle linebacker Joseph Tenna, 51, first team all-CIF on defense. Granite Hills, Excelsior, and Riverside Prep are in the newly created CIF Division 14. The Cougars had a breakthrough campaign in 2018 under Coach Alex Gonzalez, who now enters his 5th year at the Granite Hills helm. The Victor Valley College Rams host Glendale in their second home game of 2022. We flash back to 2021's Rams encounter against Glendale. Kenyard Edwards Jr. rushes for 313 yards. In the Victor Valley College home opener, that's among the top single-game rushing totals in Rams history. But the former Apple Valley Sun Devils superstar's electrifying performance falls 1 yard shy of victory, as Glendale holds on to defeat VVC 34-30. We say 1 yard shy because Victor Valley College fails to score from 1 yard out in the final 90 seconds of the game. The Rams fumbling away the game-winning touchdown opportunity that began with a 1st and goal at the ones. Glendale snatching victory from the jaws of defeat thanks to VVC's self-inflicted decisive miscue. Despite the outcome, Rams first-year coach Artie Allen is proud of his team's tenacity. On defense, the Rams twice denied Glendale scoring opportunities on 4th and goal at the 1. And Kenyard Edwards Jr.'s exceptional exploits show so much promise for offensive production by the Rams in upcoming encounters. The first remarkable goal line stand comes in the game's opening stages. Glendale marches to the Rams' red zone on their opening drive before the Rams' defense stiffens. 7, losing his helmet, Marquise Cato, 5'9", 170-pound safety out of Apple Valley. 44, Logan Soriano, 5'10", 255-pound sophomore linebacker out of Riverside Prep. 2nd and goal, 17, Deshaun Griffin and Keyshawn Wilson, 5, penetrate Jordan Payne, 58, there to halt the play for no gain. Michael Barnett's touchdown-saving tackle, upending the pass receiver at the 1, sets up the initial 4th and goal from the 1, steadfast stand by the Rams. Watch 44, Logan Soriano, penetrating, pursuing, and pounding down the ball carrier for a loss. The Rams defense has done its job. White-capped Artie Allen and his fellow coaches congratulating his defenders and applauding their accomplishment. But how can the offense move from under the shadow of their own goalpost? Shamar Smith, 80, and center Chris Torres, 76, lead the way. Kenyard Edwards Jr., the first of 40 carries this game. The 5'10", Kenyard Edwards Jr. is listed at 175 pounds. Okay. Straight up the gut on 2nd down, 4 more yards to the 9. 77, Ruben Savaria, 6'2", 318-pound sophomore from Redlands. Chris Torres, the former Oak Hills All-MRL lineman, 6'3", 358, he's a freshman. And now we get to see what makes Kenyard Edwards Jr. so extraordinary. Quick to and through the hole, even quicker to the outside and cutting upfield. Then superlative speed, simply outrunning the Glendale secondary, 91 yards. Longest run from scrimmage this veteran video journalist can recall in all my seasons covering Rams football. 7-0 Rams, 5 minutes in. The Rams effectively mix the pass with the rush on their next possession. Casey Moore to Alex Gonzalez for the first down to midfield. 3 straight Kenyard Edwards Jr. carries on what is becoming the Rams' bread and butter play. The final 22 yards to the end zone, the second touchdown of the game for the freshman running back. The Rams' plan of attack zooms in on mixing the pass with the run. Alex Gonzalez on the quick out from K.C. Moore. Alex Gonzalez, the former Granite Hills Cougar. LaShawn Potts picks up 20. LaShawn Potts, the leading Rams pass receiver coming into this game. He is 6'3", 195. He's from Upland. Back to the ground game from the 11. Kenyard Edwards Jr. beats the cornerback to the sidelines, cuts upfield, and dives to extend the football to the pylon. 6 points Rams on Kenyard Edwards Jr.'s 3rd touchdown of the game. Victor Valley College pulls within 7, 27-20, with 2 minutes showing on the 2nd quarter clock. Glendale drives the length of the field trying to beat the clock, but Victor Valley College turns in its 2nd goal line stand, denying the Vaqueros on 4th and goal at the 1. 70 is Gabe Sadi Jr., the 6'3", 240-pound sophomore and team captain. He is a former Sun Devils teammate of Kenyard Edwards Jr. in their playing days at Apple Valley. Kenyard Edwards Jr. explodes for another huge gain on this, the final play of the first half. Glendale's lead at the half is 27-20. The Rams' passing attack brings them from deep in their own territory all the way to Glendale's red zone in short order to start the 3rd quarter. K.C. Moore to Hosea Stokes to midfield. Hosea Stokes, the former Adelanto Saint. Then Casey Moore to LaShawn Potts, and the Rams are down to the Vaqueros' 11. Following 2 running plays, it is 3rd and 7 at the 8. Glendale sacks the Rams quarterback, and Victor Valley College brings on the field goal team. Carlos Garcia, the former Serrano Diamondback, drives it through the uprights and the Rams are within 4, 27-23. VVC fails to catch a break when Darius Gibson sacks Glendale's quarterback, creating the fumble, but officials ruled it an incomplete pass. If so, intentionally grounding maybe should have been the call. Damian Diaz falling on the ball. Lots of Hdsr talent in action on this play. Damian Diaz, former Victor Valley Jackrabbit. Darius Gibson, who created the almost a fumble, another former Adelanto Saint. The Rams make no doubt about the turnover on the very next play. Former Saint Keyshawn Wilson camps under the pass attempt and picks it off. VVC ball back at the Glendale 40. 2 plays later, Kenyard Edwards Jr. cutting back, doing a half gainer to pick up the first down at the 18. Next play, K.C. Moore pitches it to Aiden Marquez. The former Sultana Sultan leaves the defender in his tracks, racing untouched to the end zone. First touchdown pass of the season for the sophomore quarterback, K.C. Moore. He is out of Spring Valley High School in Las Vegas. The Rams regain the lead 30-27 with 1:20 to play in the third quarter. Is this young Rams team fired up? Deshaun Griffin, the tackle for a loss. First play on Glendale's ensuing possession. And 3 plays later, on the first play of the fourth quarter, Mac Miller intercepts, and Victor Valley College has it back with momentum having swung totally in favor of the home team Rams. Unfortunately, momentum does not translate into offensive productivity, though. It is 3 and out VVC. The teams exchange 3 punts. The exchanges benefit the visitors, and we pick it up with Glendale threatening. It is 3rd and 2 at the 12. What proves to be the game-winning touchdown is scored on the run up the middle. Glendale back on top, 34-30. Just under 6 minutes left to play. Victor Valley College begins this possession 76 yards from the Vaqueros end zone. The 30-yard completion, K.C. Moore to LaShawn Potts, and the Rams are knocking at the Glendale red zone. Kenyard Edwards Jr. breaks the red zone barrier and carries to the 13. This, an 11-yard gain. Now we see down and distance on the Julian Weaver Stadium scoreboard, as well as the time remaining. Kenyard Edwards Jr. +9 to the 4. With it 2nd and 4, Kenyard Edwards Jr. is spun down after a pickup of 3. It brings up 3rd and 1. The Rams need to get to the 3 for a first down. 3rd and 1 needed for a first down. Kenyard Edwards Jr. carries tacklers with him down to the 1. Glendale calls timeout, hoping to regroup. Rams back out and over the ball. 1st and goal from the 1. The cameraman follows Kenyard Edwards Jr., missing whether a handoff was faked to him or whether the ball is lost on an attempted exchange. We do know the ball winds up on the ground. Glendale recovers and the ball game ends with Glendale winning 34-30. For the Rams, it is recover, regroup, and be back on this field the following Saturday to take on L.A. Pierce. Sports headline makers looking back in High Desert and Mojave River Valley history. Big Bear sharpshooter Kim Rode makes Olympics history in 2016. Stormin' Norma roars again in KT 100.
And I won the race.
Daily Press Tennis Players of the Year, Years Past, 2014, Rishi Nanda of Granite Hills, 2015, Wancham Kim of Apple Valley. Richard Mendoza of Hesperia was back-to-back Player of the Year in 2011 and 2012. Pokemon were reportedly spotted and captured at this last home game of the High Desert Mavericks. 6-time Olympic shooting medalist Kim Rode, a resident of Big Bear Lake. Kim Rode is an American double trap and skeet shooter, a 6-time Olympic medal winner, including 3 gold medals, and 6-time national champion in double trap. She is the most successful female shooter in Olympics history, the only triple Olympic champion, and the only woman to have won 2 Olympic gold medals for double trap. She won a gold medal in skeet shooting at the 2012 Summer Olympic Games, equaling the world record of 99 out of 100 clays. Most recently, she won the bronze at the Rio 2016 Olympics, making her the first Olympian to win a medal on 5 different continents and the first Summer Olympian to win an individual medal at 6 consecutive Summer Games. Rhode has formed strong ties with the Inland Empire shooting community, and she is co-host of the Outdoor Channel's TV program, Step Outside. Daily Press Tennis Players of the Year, years past, 2014, Rishi Nanda of Granite Hills. Rishi Nanda led the Cougars to back-to-back Desert Sky League championships his junior and senior seasons. His senior year, he registered a first-round win over Apple Valley's Wancham Kin in the CIF Southern Section Regionals. Apple Valley High School's Wancham Kim is the Daily Press 2015 Boys Tennis Athlete of the Year. Kim won the Mojave River League Finals and the Scorpion Invitational and led Apple Valley to an undefeated MRL campaign. Richard Mendoza led the Hesperia Scorpions to Mojave River League titles in 2011 and 2012 and was named Daily Press Tennis Player of the Year both years. Pokemon were reportedly spotted and captured at this last home game of the High Desert Mavericks. On the field, the Mavericks concluding a 4-game series against the San Jose Giants. Mavs hitters may have been searching for Pokemon. Instead of hunting down the fastball, the first 4 innings, San Jose starter Jason Forget set down the first 12 High Desert hitters he faced. Hitter number 13, Luke Tendler, proved unlucky for San Jose. The Mavericks' leading RBI man comes in with 13 home runs and connects on his 14th, leading off the 5th. San Jose had scored lone runs in the 3rd and 4th. Tendler's homer cut the visitors' lead to 2-1. San Jose snaps High Desert's 6-game winning streak and ends their own 7-game skid. The final, Giants 4, Mavericks 3. High Desert won the first 3 games of this series, once by blowout, twice in dramatic walk-off manner. Josh Morgan, twice the hero in walk-off wins. Monday night, Josh Morgan's bottom of the 9th 2-run single, lifting the Mavericks to a 6-5 victory and sending San Jose to their 7th consecutive loss. Stormin' Norma roars again in KT 100.
And I won the race.
Buck Blair adjusts and takes his first Pro 500 checkered of the season.
I'm going to put a better tire on and change my setup a little, and I'm going to go in harder this time. How about that?
Video Sports reports on Wheel to Wheels, July 20th, night of racing. Stevie Simpson, Silver Blue 28, wins the Intermediates main. Lane Kuhn, Gold 23, takes the Dirt Carts Open checkered. Riley Tippett, 14-year-old from Yorba Linda, wins the Restrictor main. Among Championship Series 8 main event winners, gaining ground on season points leaders. Robbie Simpson, 27, the Intermediates junior winner. Cash Culp occupying the podium in 2 classes, a Dirt Carts Junior victory lap again. Buck Blair gives us the lowdown on preferring the top line as we flash back to this Video Sports interview from the 2018 season.
Yeah, to be honest, if you're running the bottom, the top's faster. If you're running the top, the bottom's faster. Anyway, that's my luck. So, I don't know. I prefer to run the top even if it's not faster. It's just more fun. So that's where I go.
Having fun, a huge part and parcel of Stormin' Norma Weatherby's racing at Wheel to Wheel. How did this 2019 KT100 rookie learn of Wheel to Wheel?
I learned about Wheel to Wheel through mainly Heidi Joel Erickson. We were racing at Paris. And then Ronnie wanted me to race there, my handler, my boyfriend. And Doug Bushy wanted me to come up and try it. So we did. And we raced for the rack. And I won the race. I came from quarter midgets, like I said. I missed my calling. I couldn't go any further. And I'm here now.
Valu Quality Truck Bodies presents these high-performance flashbacks this date in high desert Mojave River Valley sports history. Valu manufactures state-of-the-art truck bodies for the construction industry nationwide. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, family-owned and operated locally since 1954. Valu Quality Truck Bodies, proudly showcasing teams, athletes, competitive activities, and community programs throughout our high desert. High Desert Mavericks highlights from a blowout win over the Ports on this date from their 2016 championship season. Mavericks manager Howard Johnson pointed to Mavs pitching, the bullpen in particular, the biggest factor in the team winning the California League Southern Division Championship the first half. In the Game 2 win over the Ports, the 11-0 blowout, dominant pitching certainly on display. Tyler Davis turns in his best and longest start of the year. Tyler Davis shuts out the Ports through 6, striking out 6, giving up only 2 hits. Travis Demerit sends this. Matt Sergi pitched the other way, high, deep, up, over, and out. The 24th on the year for the 21-year-old Cal League All-Star second baseman. Michael De Leon driving the second pitch he sees over the right field wall to make it 4-0. The career-high 6th home run for the youngest Maverick, Mike De Leon, is 19, not to turn 20 until January of next year. Scott Heineman will follow the Mike De Leon blast, giving High Desert back-to-back homers in the second inning and making it 5-0. Jeremy Profar also homers, joining Heineman, De Leon, Demerit, and Cardona with home runs in the eventual 14-8 victory. The High Desert Yardbirds season finale was the closest thing to Fan Appreciation Night. Free parking, free admission, and fans get a good look at a pair of local talents displaying their wares, if not in unusual roles. Travis Holm, 2013 Hesperia Scorpion pitching star and team captain, who pitched the first complete game victory. For the 2018 Yardbirds, Travis Holm starting in the outfield the last 2 Yardbirds games of the season and collecting 2 of High Desert's 6 hits. This game, the only Yardbird with a multiple hit game in the season finale. Adolfo Espinoza, Yardbirds winningest pitcher in 2018, making outstanding defensive plays at third base. Shane Brown accounts for the second High Desert run this night. Shane Brown's 46th run driven in on the year. Steve Longo scoring. This pulls High Desert within 1 in the 8th. In post-game comments, skipper Sip Garza is asked who he thinks is the team's most valuable player this season.
Well, it is tough to select one MVP, but I think that if we had to do it, it would be Shane Brown. His leadership on and off the field is unquestioned, and it's truly going to be difficult to replace that guy.
Strength of character and positive role models, certainly among the most valuable contributions the Yardbirds make to the High Desert community. The post-game prayer that follows every Yardbirds game. Terry Kurtz here, inviting you to join us on Terry Kurtz Online, the half-hour report on High Desert and Mojave River Valley events and activities, entertainment, and history. It shows 3 times daily at 7:30 and 11:30 mornings and 4:30 in the afternoon, right here on Victor Valley TV, immediately following your High Desert Sports Report. It's the most informative and entertaining half-hour of High Desert television today. Your High Desert Sports Report is brought to you by Down Home Grill, corner of Bear Valley Road and Ridgecrest Road in Victorville. Bid fast and last. World-class auctioneers. Valu Quality Truck Bodies. Joseph W. Brady's Bradco Companies. Iwanzak Law Firm. Trial lawyers for serious problems. Silverwood. The developers of the Silverwood Master Planned Community. We Got 'em Tees. Your headquarters for custom screen print Printing and Mastercraft Embroidery Design, and by the Holiday Inn in Victorville, Conference and Convention Center for the Victor Valley. The Holiday Inn supports our area's teams, schools, athletes, and sports programs. This is your High Desert Sports Report, the Victor Valley's only weekly action highlights sports program, covering our area's schools, teams, athletes, and sporting events.